Tar Heels of North Carolina, the favorite to win it all when we started this tournament, but the Houston Cougars of the Southwest Conference, the only team not to have a first-round bye to make it to the Final Four. A very interesting showdown, and calling the action for you will be Gary Bender and Billy Packer.
Number 23, a 6'5", 189-pound freshman from Wilmington, North Carolina, Michael Jordan.
Welcome back to the Superdome. Over 61,000 here on hand. The officials for today's game from the Big Eight, John DeBrow. From the WAC, Bobby Deibler and Hank Nichols of the Metro Conference. North Carolina 30-2 on the year, 14 wins in a row. Houston 25-7. They've won 13 of the last 14. Houston, the last time they were in the Final Four, 1968. And we're underway as Perkins goes up against Misha, and coming down with it is Houston. And Michael Young, who was ill yesterday, had a 102-degree temperature. This is Rob Williams, the MVP in the Midwest region, a junior All-Southwest Conference pick. This is Young, the man that we mentioned, who was ill. Lyndon Rose, the quarterback of the ball club, rejected that time by Ravy. That's going to be a problem that Houston will face all afternoon long, is trying to get that ball inside. Michael Jordan, the young freshman, and Carolina's on the board. Perkins to the board.
Not the kind of shot you want in this situation. Beautiful feed.
Boy, did Worthy save that beautifully. Got it off to Jordan.
I think Houston needs the timeout. They're going to take one. There's a good outlet pass. Jimmy Black does an excellent job. And watch the hands, Worthy, everybody coming on the break. And then that great young freshman, outstanding basketball player, Michael Jordan, puts it up there.
Off to Black. Black hit 10 of 12 in that East region. Broken up. Look at the quickness of this ball club. Jordan again.
Well, everything going North Carolina's way right now. Rob Williams tried to go ahead and start on the break. The ball was tipped again, so...
North Carolina with a 31-29 lead as Dean Smith will regroup his forces. CBS Sports coverage of the 1982 NCAA Basketball Championship will continue after this word from your local station.
After being down 14-0, Houston now is within 2 points of North Carolina as we get ready to start the second half. Houston's back on the floor, and we'll begin right after these messages from your local station.
Ready to go in the second half. North Carolina will inbounds a ball. 2-point game. The winner of this to meet the winner of Louisville and Georgetown. A game to follow here from the Superdome.
Don't be surprised to see North Carolina work on getting Worthy the ball early here in the second half.
Look how they give the pressure to Doherty. Michael Jordan, who started him well in the first half, starts him in the second. They have a whistle because there was some defensive interference, but the basket was going in anyway, and Michael Jordan now has 8 points in the game. You look at the statistics on Houston, you'd figure they're just a run-and-gun club because they've averaged 81 points a game, but you can see they can play the other end, too. 15-22 in the game. Boy, they go up Perkins and Worthy. That's an unstoppable pass. Jordan tried to use a glass. His own follow. He went up against Brian Williams.
Well, everybody knows what a great rebounder that kid is, and not to block him out, it's a cardinal sin. Jerry, we've pointed it out before, but Sam Perkins is a guy they list at 6'9", but when you see the length of his arms, which is a 41-inch sleeve, plus the way he plays way above his head, he's playing at about a 7-foot or a 7'1" size.
And I'm not sure he's 6'9", Billy. That might be a conservative estimate. You look at the legs on him. That foul on Rob Williams is first. Jordan. Michael Jordan ups it back up to a 5-point lead. He has 12 points. Jordan out of the Wilmington, North Carolina area compared to David Thompson before he came into school. He's a different player than Thompson, but what a player he is.
There's the one. Half-court man-to-man with a little bit of trapping by North Carolina.
Rob Williams, who is 0 for 4 from the field in the first half, continues to not find the range. Jordan, what a play by Michael Jordan.
North Carolina getting back to the fast breaking. I think they're going to find that they can run against Houston.
14 points. That's Jordan's average for the season. Inside. 14 minutes to go. 44-37. One time that spread backfired, but you just got to give a lot of credit to Larry Misha. Here's Jordan. Perkins, he's fouled. The basket will count, and Misha has committed his second. Follow inside. Drexler keeps it alive. There's another offensive board.
And they've converted so many of them into baskets.
15 points for Drexler. Drexler just seems to come up with a loose ball. Davis picks up the foul, pleading his case, but to no avail. As far as this game is concerned, North Carolina's hit 7 of 9 from the line.
Houston won't be in that 1-on-1 even on the next shot. 2:45 to go. You can see what the case was. It's a very quick team out there now for Houston. A good pressing basketball team.
14 points for Michael Jordan. Jordan this year is shooting 71% from the line. A 5-point lead now for Carolina. Rob Williams will check back in for Houston. Going out is going to be Rose.
Now what we have here for North Carolina is something that helps you to win championships. When you make the foul shots over the course of the pressure situation games, you're in good shape. And for the NCAA tournament, as a team, they're shooting 74%.
And they continue to shoot them well. 61-55. There's the time left.
North Carolina doesn't want to be fouled right now. They'd like to keep the ball moving so that they don't get fouled, so they don't stop the clock.
And there's a foul. The guy that can afford to take one, Brian Williams. The man they can't is Olajuwon, who's in there with 4. A minute 16 left. North Carolina hit 13 field goals in a row. Today in this half, they're 13 of 17. That's championship basketball.
13 of 17, and 2 of those were uncontested layups that were blocked. So, you know, they were right on the money on those 2, had it not been for great defensive play by Houston.
Jordan 3 of 3 from the line, and they just continue to put them away. 6 points now for Jimmy Black, 4 of 5 from the line. Well, there's one they missed, only the 3rd of the game.
See, that's the first time North Carolina got anything offensively off the boards.
68-61. North Carolina, and Dean Smith now will be a step away from Dean trying to capture his first national championship in 7 tries. Steal that time by Williams. Rose, nice effort. A foul will go on Michael Jordan. Rose has been very, very good today for this Houston team. For North Carolina, you might recall, Billy, they won it all in 1957. They were 32-0. For the win today, they're 31-2. So, does that mean anything? Out it comes to Rose. Look at the effort by Rose again, and that will end it. And North Carolina's headed to the championship game Monday night. 68-63, the final. 31-2 is their record. They have won 15 in a row. As Dean Smith is on the doorstep once again. He's been there before. This is the 4th time he will be in the championship game.